5 Malaysian dishes.
You just gotta try.
You just gotta try them, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Malaysian. We've seen some Malaysian food. We watched some Malaysian street food videos from Best Ever Food Review Show, and it looks pretty interesting.
It definitely looks interesting. Now we're getting some dishes actually here, so we're gonna get some more like possibly restaurant food, at-home food.
Yeah.
And we'll see how appetizing they appear to us. Obviously, it's not gonna be how appetizing they actually are.
Gotta go there, scoop up a spoon, and
Yes.
or eat it with your hands.
True. Yes.
Anyways,
Right hand.
let us know other videos that we should check out about Malaysia down in the comments below. We need some more suggestions from you guys. Upvote the ones you want to see, leave us some links, and we'll check those out next time. But until then, let's check out some Malaysian dishes, baby.
You just gotta try.
Gotta try 'em. All right, here we go. Subscribe if you enjoy.
When you think of Malaysia, this probably comes to mind. But there's also this. Here's a virtual taste of some of Malaysia's most scrumptious foods.
A virtual taste?
In the words of popular chefs Anis Nabila.
I can taste it virtually.
Thank you so much for joining us in showing the world how absolutely delicious Malaysian food is. And of course, you're a famous chef. I really want to hear what you would say are the best 5 dishes that Malaysian cuisine has.
She's bloody Australian.
You ask any Malaysians,
Oi, oi,
the
oi.
answers would be similar, but not exactly the same, because we've got so many different types of cuisine here in Malaysia. First would be nasi lemak. Nasi lemak is actually our national dish. So it's basically rice cooked with coconut milk. But nasi lemak also is normally served with different types of condiments.
That is a must. We normally have it for breakfast. I know it sounds a bit heavy. You don't have to try like a big portion. Small portions is enough.
Which brings me to our second Malaysian favorite dish, which is rendang.
Rendang, I know it's a bit like people like talking about where is it coming from originally.
Rendang originates from Indonesia, but the Malaysian version of rendang is quite different.
Interesting. Like, you look at that, and it's like, I wonder what they put on the outside of it. I guess they're probably about to say it, but I almost don't expect that to be meat.
No, yeah, it kind of looks like a bean or like I don't even know.
It almost looks like mashed up fruit, or not fruit. It looks like beans or something. Yeah, like it's mashed up.
Yeah.
And then they break it open and it looks like really juicy. Wow.
Ours would be a little bit more saucy. So it has quite a bit of a gravy.
Gravy.
A lot more spices, slightly different than the Indonesian ones.
We normally cook this during the festive season.
Number 3 would be laksa. So laksa is actually our national soup, and we've got so many different types of laksa here in Malaysia.
Laksa. Now there are more than 40 different types of laksa.
40?
You have to try the laksa.
Number 4, it would be this dish that I can safely say it's nowhere else in the world.
Is that a fish?
It looked like it.
I can safely say it's nowhere else in the world.
Kind of looks like just like a part of a fish.
Just like, whatcha?
Yeah.
One for you, one for you. I've never had fish soup before, like any kind of fish soup before. I've only had chicken soup.
Same.
I think that's literally all I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, and tomato soup.
I have not had that.
It's called masak tempoyak. It's actually fermented durian.
Fermented
Durian.
Oh.
Really interesting.
Don't know what that tastes like.
It's known as the king of fruit. Is a funky smelling fruit
I've heard.
with spikes on the shell, on the outer shell. But it's really creamy and really sweet. So this masak tempoyak, it's you can cook prawns. You can add prawns into it, or fish, and with other spices like chilies and garlic, and just the tempoyak. Sometimes you add a little bit of coconut milk, sometimes you don't. So this is it tastes, it's really interesting. You can't find anything like it anywhere else.
And the 5th one is a roti canai. Now roti canai is a must for you to have it for breakfast, and some people have it for the late supper as well. So these 5 dishes, if you go to Malaysia, then you have to try that.
What makes Malaysian food stand out? Like, what makes it so different from all the other cuisines, perhaps in neighboring countries?
I noticed that there's a lot of confusion about this Malaysian cuisine.
I think Malaysian food is just completely different compared to any other food or cuisines in the world.
What the heck was that noise?
A pterodactyl or something.
But what makes it so different and so unique is because, for instance, like curry doesn't originate from Malaysia, but we have our version of curry because when it came here, you know, we had to, when we recreate the curry, our curry, you know, we had to use our spices, you know, our different spices and such, so it became different.
So that's what makes Malaysian food like it's kind of a melting pot. So we have a bit of Malay, like me, and then we have Chinese, completely different from the Chinese mainland, and then we have the Indian influence as well. And then in between Malay and Chinese, we have like a cross marriage between these two cultures. And between Malay and Indian, there's another ethnic cross marriage.
And I think that's the thing that makes it so unique and so, you know, amazing.
That's cool.
I think instead of fighting over what's, you know, whose food belongs to or whose national dish it is or it's meant to be, we should, you know, celebrate our
food,
what we share in common.
Yes.
Go and visit my country. Well, you can try by mentioning my name to get free food, but you can try, but I can't guarantee that you can get that. Once you've been to Malaysia, you're going to be so inspired.
Cool. It's interesting. It's like the food matches the diversity of the country.
Yeah.
Malaysia, in a way, reminds me of the United States. Like the diversity, they take a lot of different types of food, kind of mix it together, make their own versions of it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of what happens over here too. Like we have American Mexican, American Chinese, American whatever, every other nationality pretty much.
Yeah, and a lot of them will have fusion restaurants with like other different food groups as well, and yeah. It's pretty similar, it seems like, and they put their own twang on it too.
A little twang.
Little American twang, I guess.
Yeah. And
it sometimes makes it not as good, but sometimes it's a little better.
And then it's like the people. In Malaysia, you have a bunch of people that are like mix of Chinese and Indian and Thai and Malay and Indonesian and everything just mixed up over here. Look at us, we're pasty boys, but we're mixes of like Germany and Sweden and Norway and Italy. It's just like... We're just like the white version of Malaysia.
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, we are.
Yeah. The food though, looked very good. There's some stuff that we obviously don't know how it's gonna taste at all, so we can't really speak on that. But it looked very cool, very different from stuff that we would normally eat. So I'd be curious to try them.
The roti at the end. I think we saw that in one of our other videos. That looks really good. I feel like I would kind of expect a flavor from that, but it's not going to taste anything like I expect.
Good. Yeah.
It's just crazy. And like the sweet, the durian like fish stew or soup that they had. I have no idea what that would taste like.
I know what fish tastes like, but I don't know what durian tastes like. I don't know what it would taste like with a fish.
Sweetness with fishness. Never had something like that, so would be very interesting.
Especially the fishness.
The fishness. Fishy. Want some fishy?
Yeah.
Here. You slurped up the fish juice?
Dirty.
Oh, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let us know what other things we should check out from Malaysia in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.